This is a paid podcast. Its content is for adults only, containing strong sexual conversations and behaviors. We recommend you be at least 21 years of age. The content of this podcast does not reflect GQ Radio's beliefs or foundations. Enjoy the show.
What's up, guys? Thank you for joining me on the S&M Late Night Show with your host, me, Nessa A, where we talk about sex and motherhood. I want to thank everyone who continues to support the podcast and shares our link. Once again, we are encouraging all small business owners to reach out to us so we can go ahead and promote your company, also gain some sponsorship. So you can send me an email at snm@gqradio.com. Don't forget to support your local businesses. So last week, guys, we promised you a webcam model, but given the circumstances, things had to change. But I have another surprise for you today. Do y'all remember whenever y'all went to your first strip club and the experiences you had? I'm sure you had many, many questions behind it all. Well, here with me today, I have Leslie. She is a former stripper here in Houston, Texas, and she has decided to come and join me today for our topic. We're going to go ahead and talk about strip clubs and everything that goes inside the strip club. I'm sure when you went to the strip club for the first time, you had many, many questions and you wondered what goes on behind stage, what kind of crazy things customers ask. Like, I'm sure people are like taking me to the back room and like do some kind of fetishes that we discussed back in our show. Well, with me today, we have Leslie, who's going to help us discuss those things. Hey, Leslie, welcome to the show. How are you today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Are you nervous to be here with me today?
No, I just want to give people an insight look on what it's really like to be a stripper.
Yes, girl, because I know a lot of people out there, if they if they weren't so shy about their bodies, I'm sure that we'd all sign up because I'm one of them. I signed up to be a stripper too.
But anybody could really be a stripper, no matter on your body type, because for every person, a guy's going to want. Like,
yeah,
everybody has their own preferences.
That is true, but some of us, like, I'm way too shy to be doing that. Like, I'm just like, look, they're gonna pay me to get off stage because I got all my, my jiggliness just hanging out.
But once you get out under those lights, it's like
it's free. You're just free. That's yeah. Well, for some, but so tell me, how long have you been doing this?
I've been stripping for 2 years.
For 2 years.
Straight out of high school.
Straight out of high school.
About 2 weeks after I graduated high school, I was already stripping.
So, okay. So, how old are you now?
20.
20. Okay. Did you ever think that you'd be a stripper? Like, or is that like
It was always a thought, but I never thought I'd actually do it. And after actually doing it, I actually kind of like it sometimes.
Sometimes?
Not all the time.
Okay. So, like, what brought you to stripping? Like, you said you got out of high school and like 2 weeks later, you're like, all right, I'm gonna do this.
I was going to college and I needed money and I was on my own. So I had to get it by any means.
True. How was it when you first started? Like,
it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Because I already like to be naked. I love being naked. I used to want to live in a nude community.
Really? Girl, like that's being like every time I go somewhere and like my bra be uncomfortable. I'm like, I just want
even now I want to take my bra off.
Shit, hey, we like titties, so you can go ahead and take off your bra if you want. But yeah, like I feel you, girl. Like we like to be free. Mm-hmm. Nobody wants to hold us down, especially our tatas. So you started like you went in and then
we went in. Asked if you want the full story on how it happened?
Yeah.
Okay, so of course I'm new to this. I don't know how you get hired. I don't know what to do, So somebody I know was close to me. She saw an ad on Craigslist saying they were hiring strippers, and we're both dumb and naive, and we don't know what the hell.
And you see that, you just see money signs.
Yeah. And so looking back at the situation now, I'm like, we were so dumb, like so dumb. Okay. So she messaged him, whatever, sent him pictures of me, and he was like, okay, cool. She needs to come in and audition.
Okay.
Well, when the address he sent me ended up being a hotel, and I was like, okay, this is strange.
Okay. A hotel.
And I got there. I show up, knock at the door. I'm like so nervous. I'm like, am I gonna get?
Yeah,
I don't know. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what to expect.
You thought you was like on Dateline NBC and stuff, like Catch a Predator.
Right. I was like, there's gonna be a Lifetime movie about me after this.
Oh my God.
But so I go in there and talk to the guy. I'm like really uncomfortable. I'm already like weird because I'm nervous. I don't know what I'm doing. He tells me bring some heels, bring some outfits. Okay. So I did that. We start chit chatting, and he tells me to get naked. Oh. And he's like, I put your heels on. He's like, I'm going to make you as uncomfortable as possible because there's a lot of stuff that goes on in the strip club that you need to be prepared for. So I'm like, okay, dumb and naive, new to this, whatever.
But you love to get naked, so you're like, okay, let me put these heels on. I love to get naked,
but this time I should have put my clothes on and ran. So he said it was going to make me feel uncomfortable. He starts groping on me, and then it ends up turning to another. Basically ends up raping me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why I say I should have put my clothes on and ran.
Oh, well then. Okay.
And the sad part about it, he had the audacity to tell me after. He called me to see if I was okay. Still, though, gave me the club name, all that. Then I get a call from the guy that works at the club. I still end up going.
Okay.
I end up going. I go. He hires me. And he asked me, he was like, how did you meet so-and-so? And I told him the whole situation. He was like, that's not how it's supposed to happen ever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it was just him taking advantage of a young girl looking for just to make some money to put herself through college. Okay. And after that, you started working at the strip club?
Yes.
Okay. And did you last long at that strip club, or did you move to other?
I did last long at that club because he wasn't there.
Oh,
he had gotten fired previously.
Oh.
So.
Well, fuck him then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, what, growing up though, did you ever think you would be doing stripping, or growing up, did you want to be something else? Did you like?
I mean, I always had in mind I wanted to be something else, of course, but at this time, I'm 18, just fresh out of high school. What is it really that I can do that's going to pay
a lot of the money in college? What were you going to college for? Just like your basics?
No, I was actually going for social work.
Oh,
yeah,
that's really good.
Yeah.
Do you still like that? Do you still?
I'm interested in helping kids and stuff like that, but I don't go to school anymore.
Oh, okay. Well, girl, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't trying to be in debt either. And I want my money in my pocket, not the government's money, or in the pockets of them. But okay. So you did that, and then you started doing it, and then you fell in love with it, right?
I fell in love with it. Not gonna lie, because that money. It feels so good when you're just there dancing.
Yeah.
And men are just throwing money at you. They're telling you you're so beautiful, you're this, you're that. I hate when they always say, I'm going to get you out the strip club. You're too pretty to be here.
So you get that a lot.
Every day. But it's like you tell me that, but you can't even pay me while I'm here.
Oh,
so you can't even.
So they got that $1 that they've been holding on all night, just rubbing on everybody and be like, I'm gonna take you out of this, girl. I'm gonna take you out of this, and you're like, boy, bye.
Can't even support yourself.
He's probably that scrub sitting in the passenger side of his homeboy's car, just being a fucking scrub. No, okay, so doing the line that you do, I'm sure it's very lucrative and it obviously pays your bills and everything. Do you regret anything other than, or do you just...
Besides the situation of how I got into it, I regret it. Sometimes I do regret just getting into the business because that fast money is so addicting. As fast as it comes, it goes twice as fast.
See, and I've always been told that, but I don't believe it. Like sometimes I try to hold on to my money as much as I can. I'm like, the fuck, why is it leaving me?
Because now, I don't even want a regular job.
Well, yeah, because you've been a manager for yourself forever. Like, ain't nothing better than to work for yourself. Like, I work corporate America, so I know how it is to have to punch in and punch out. But like I said, girl, the stripper life, it make it look easy, but very, very lucrative.
Not easy at all.
See, we're gonna talk about that today. Because a lot of people out there, I know a lot of people out there that are like, man, if I just could do this, or if I had this kind of body, I would just quit my job and just be a stripper and make money.
Yeah, and it's not that easy. And that's why I hate when I hear people say, oh, I'm just going to drop out of school and be a stripper. I'm just going to drop out, quit my job, be a stripper. Like, I know women who, like, this girl used to be a nurse. She ended up quitting her job because she was making more money
as a stripper
than being a nurse. I also know somebody else who came out here from a whole other state, left everything, came with nothing, thought she was going to make buku money stripping.
And didn't.
And is not.
So it's like quite the opposite of the story.
Yeah, and it's what I'm saying. It's not for everybody. You can make money, but it's also very hard because it's a lot of stuff you have to put up with.
Yeah. All right. Well, whenever we're back from our break, we're going to go ahead and talk about the sexual part of the strip clubs. We're going to talk about the nasty, and not just the nasty sex, but these catty girls get nasty. Whenever we come back, we're going to keep talking to our girl, Leslie. All right, guys. So we're back to the S&M Late Night Show with your host, me, Nessa A, and with our famous stripper, Leslie. So now, of course, y'all, you know what we got to do now. It's time to pull out our Nessa Nookie.
I would be mad if somebody pulled out a dick this small.
Oh my girl, it's not the size that matters, though.
Yes, it is.
It's the motion of the ocean. Well, I've had my share. But,
me too. And I know I don't like that.
For all y'all out there that have not seen the Nessa Nookie, y'all need to go to YouTube and watch the video from last week. We showed the Nookie on there, so you'll see what she's talking about. But now I'm gonna make Leslie dig into my Nookie. Have you ever dipped in some real Nookie before?
I have. It was okay.
You don't like women?
I like them to like me, but I don't want nothing to do.
Okay. So you like a pillow princess. You're like, you can have me, but don't ask me. I don't eat sushi, girl.
I don't.
Strictly beef. Well, today you was going to dip your hand into my Nookie and you're going to go ahead and answer one of those questions.
It's wet.
It's real slippery, girl. Got to keep it nice and wet. Know what I'm saying?
Oh, wow. Okay.
What's it say?
First time masturbating.
Oh. Perfect.
Oh, man.
When was your first time masturbating?
I think I was in high school.
High school?
Yeah. I was not into that.
Girl, I started masturbating at 5 or 6. I experienced my first orgasm by myself at 6 years old. And that's how I knew I was done.
And what were you masturbating to at 6 years old?
Girl, I was just grinding on my hand, a doll, something. There was no penetration. No, it was just strictly just over
You didn't penetrate yourself with your fingers?
No, I didn't. No. Because my mother would always be like, you cannot stick anything up that hole. Anything up that hole is just, you can't stick anything up there. So I was always scared that if I stuck something up there, something was going to happen to me. So I just experienced, I guess, your clit. And I was like, oh, well, this feels good. We don't got to go beyond that. But, shortly, later on in life, yeah.
You got the dick.
Yeah, I sure did. Actually, I lost my virginity to a finger. But, yeah, I did. It was crazy.
How old were you?
I was 11, 12. One of those. I remember.
Are you a sex addict?
No, I wouldn't say I'm a sex addict. No. I'm not a sex addict. But I do enjoy sex. But growing up with self-esteem issues sometimes made me very vulnerable, and I'd give myself up just because I wanted to be accepted, and I was the bigger girl in the crowd, so it's but I wouldn't say I'm a sex addict because I know when I'm not in the mood, I'll be like, don't fucking touch me. I had a stressful day, I just need a beer. I don't need you, I need my beer.
So how many times a week would you want sex?
I think if y'all have a really good sex connection, and I feel like it's good, maybe 5 to 6 times a week. If it's, great and he helps around the house and, everything, he just doesn't leave it to me. And so, yeah, 6 times a day would be good. How about you?
6 times a day?
Yeah. Or I'm sorry, a week.
Oh, say, damn.
Damn, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, not 6 times a day. Hell no. I gotta work. I gotta do stuff, girl. Gotta go wash dishes. Gotta go wash.
Help you work. You're gonna be in a good mood.
Not all the time. Sometimes sex can put you in a bad mood.
Only if it's bad.
Yeah, or they don't finish and you're like, what the fuck? Why ain't you finishing?
Yeah, it makes me feel ugly or something's wrong with me.
Girl, I thought it was just me. Like when a man don't finish or don't get hard or nothing, I'm like, oh, hell no. Do you experience stuff like that at the strip club? I'm
well, yeah, because a lot of them have broken dicks. So like they're older, they can't get up. So it's easier. They pay you to have sex with them. And when they're trying to get up, they can't get up. So eventually after a few songs go by, I'm like, okay, your dick is just broken. Let's get out of here.
So back to your masturbation question though, like, do you remember how it was like?
Yes.
What?
And I feel like I'll never have that same feeling again. That first orgasm is just something you'll never experience again.
Like the first time you get high. Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Because like, I mean, back in the day, like your first time trying marijuana is not the same as every other time.
And I remember the video that I was watching. I went back and tried to find it because it was it was so deep, you know, on the hub that you just kept pressing next till you find the right one. And I don't even know how I found it, and I kept trying to find it again. Could never find it again. I was so upset.
On the hub, okay. Do you like remember a little bit of what you masturbate to? Girl, I don't know why, but I like watching men like masturbate.
Really?
I don't know why, but it wasn't like just any man. No, they had to look like Tarzan and like had like that grip, and then he had like his cock in his hand with the veins popping out. Like that. Girl, I was so into that. Like I was like, oh my God. Like I literally would masturbate to watching Tarzan jacking off. Like
I would watch more lesbians.
But lesbian ones it's good too. Like, I don't know. Women's bodies to me are like.
But I would never touch it. I wouldn't eat a woman out. I wouldn't nothing.
Hey, don't knock it until you try it. I'm just saying I don't swallow, but the other stuff, yes. Girl, no. But so back to your strip club. What is the day? Walk me through your day. So you wake up, you take a shower. What happens when you get there?
Walking, go into the locker room. There's always a lot of
cattiness.
Yeah, cattiness for sure. But I would say for the most part, I'm pretty cool with everybody, so I don't have to really worry about that. So I get there, change, dress out, go on the floor, scope out who my next victim is going to be.
So y'all be backstage looking behind the curtain like, all right, who
yeah, I was watching, okay, he just got ones, or, oh, he went to the ATM, or, oh, he's drunk. I'm going to get him more drunk and take him to the back.
So everybody tips, though. Everybody has to give money, right?
They should. It should be a rule, but it's not.
Oh, I'm going to need y'all broke men to stop going to these strip clubs. If you ain't going to be handing out dollars.
Retweet.
Hey, don't be a Splenda daddy. Now be a sugar daddy. But so you go in, you scope out, and then they put you on stage, and you just go to the.
Well, you can hop on stage, or you can go and talk to the men and get a feel what they're looking for, talk to them, act like you care about their life, and they usually talk to you about their wife, their kids, this and that.
So you gotta know how to fake it to make it, basically.
Yeah. You're like, oh, really? Oh, damn, that's crazy. You want to go to the back?
Straight to the motherfucking point.
Yeah. After a while, it's like, are we doing this or are we not? Because I'm going to the next person.
Okay, so back on the fetishes. What are some fetishes that you have developed within yourself with this industry?
I like to get my ass ate.
Who ate your ass out?
My customer. I was dancing for him, and then all of a sudden, I just felt a tug in my ass.
Oh, so you had your clothes off, and you was just dancing, and he was just like, "This look good. Let me just stick my tongue in."
Yeah, but I kind of wasn't mad at it because, like I said, it felt good, but at first I was like, "What the hell?" Because I've thought about it, but I could never really think like, damn.
How, yeah.
He's really going to eat my ass
And you don't really ask hey, guy, you want to eat my asshole? You don't.
But he really wanted to.
He was one of those that was it for him.
Yeah, and I ended up going home with him, and he ended up just wanting to eat me out, eat my ass.
Hey, that's all good.
Yeah.
There's men out there that actually like women to just fart in their face and shit. That's their thing. I
don't think I could ever actually do that.
Girl, I can't even poop in public, to let alone just let me fart
in your face.
So obviously, I mean, you're very beautiful. Obviously, you got a man. And does being a stripper affect you in your relationships?
Yes, in all areas, because I always tell a man that what I do from the get-go, that way he has a chance to stay or leave. That way later on in the relationship, he can't be like, oh, you're a stripper. Da, da, da. Like, you can't throw it in my face. So when it comes to sex, though, regular just sex, it's just not the business anymore.
Well, no, because you're probably used to a lot of crazy shit.
And so even when I do it now, like I get paid for it, I literally sit there with the blank face, or like if they can't get their dick up, I start laughing.
Oh, wow.
I don't feel bad at all, because at the end of the day, you're the one paying for sex. I don't have to be,
Yeah, you're the one here and basically my office asking me for
exactly. And I'll do everything so I don't have to fuck them.
So, but when because if, you have a boyfriend, does sex...
He doesn't know that I'm doing that either. He thinks I'm just strictly dancing.
Oh, well, of course. But are you like...
I know he assumes.
Are you like really freaky, or is it like just...
I am. I'm very freaky.
So it steps up when you with somebody you really want and really care
but
for.
if they can't match it, then it's like,
you
just fucking me, put your dick in and eating me out is not fun to me anymore. It don't even...
And let's like touch base on this part. Like, a lot of men out here think that, oh, I want me a bad bitch, I want me like a stripper, blah, blah, blah.
But they can't even handle that.
But they can't even keep up, because at the end of the day, like, you're used to something else than a regular person is used to. So it's like, boy, you can talk all that shit. You gonna have to step your big game up though, for sure.
Yeah, and like I like to be touched. I like to be teased. Like, that helps me get wet down there.
Oh,
like,
so you like to foreplay?
Yeah, I love foreplay. Like, I probably could just...
Like, that's your thing to go to, is foreplay.
And if that is missed, like if that's not incorporated before we have sex, then it's not going to be good.
Okay, so your man, though, he has to top it, right? So, like, is he into like kinky shit, like playing with his booty hole?
He don't even want to choke me.
Oh, girl, no.
And that's what I like.
I'm going to need him to get some roughness around his edges.
Yeah, so...
So he won't even like smack that ass?
No, nothing? He thinks that's weird.
What? How long? Okay, so how long do y'all last? Like, how long does sex last?
To me, I want sex after we have sex. And if you can't do that, then I don't even want to have sex.
Like all day? Like all night?
Yes, like... I want you to come and be able to come again
and again till you run out, till your body. Because men do.
I want to fuck when the sun goes down till the sun comes up.
And he's just like, hey, I'm gonna need you to whip her. She wants her hair pulled. Give her some bruises. Throw her against the wall. She'll be fine.
I want you to choke me, kill me.
Something. That's that. Kill. Murder. So like, see, how about your friends? That I'm sure you have a lot of friends in the industry also, like girlfriends. How are their, like, everyone's sex life is different. Are they the same? Are they more reserved? Are they more...
I would say they're all different, for sure. Okay. They all have different things that they like. But I know some girls who won't have sex unless they're getting paid.
Like even with their boyfriend?
Yeah, they don't even care to, because they're not getting paid.
Because it's like...
They're so used to getting... Yeah, sex is so... Sometimes even to me, like if it's boring, I feel like I'm just fucking one of my customers.
True. So how about... you're not a mom, right?
No.
But you know a lot of them that are mothers.
Yeah.
How do they keep it safe? Like, do they live a double life? Do they tell their kids about it? Like, do they...
Well, there's one person who I know, and she's been doing it for some time. I mean, you might as well call her an official prostitute. But she's very open with her life. Like, if you were to go to her social media, you'll see certain things. But her kids are grown enough to know, like...
To understand that this is just a business and this is...
Yeah, but it's also embarrassing. Think about if their friends go to the strip club, like, hey, I saw your mom there. She sucked me up and this and that.
How do you think those kids grow up, like, being? Like, do you think sex to them is also a taboo? Or do you feel like sex to them is, like, normal? because like I said, I was always raised in an open sex talk home, so I'm like, sex to me is like great, it's open, but like I see from what you're saying, it's embarrassing.
Well, they're probably at such a young age that I don't think it probably affects them until maybe they get to where they're actually experiencing and living life and seeing what they like and what they don't. And then I feel like that childhood comes into effect.
Okay. So what message do you have out there for all the girls who I'm sure nowadays the way things are, some girls out there are like, you know what, I'm gonna not even study because when I graduate, I'm gonna just go work at a strip club, make some money.
It ain't for everybody. It's not what you see. It's not just go get on stage, shake your ass, make thousands of dollars. It's not that at all.
I'm sure there's like a lot of other like dark sides to it. I mean,
drugs, people following you home.
Is that happen?
It's happened to me before.
Yeah?
Yeah. And I don't know if I was a little drunk, but I wasn't drunk, I was just a little tipsy. And I noticed his truck was following me everywhere I would go. And eventually I lost him. I don't even know how I lost him, but I was scared. I was scared because there's nobody to protect me. My security guards aren't there. I was on my own.
So you have to keep yourself safe though. Like I'm sure you have to carry something to keep yourself
safe. Pepper spray.
Girl, get you a knife so you can stab that man. Like, girl, ain't nobody gonna mess with you or nothing. So
shit, they might like it actually.
Yeah, some men like that. Like, go.
Yeah, there was this girl I knew. She got paid to stomp on his balls with her heels. Imagine those 6-inch stripper heels going into your balls.
Yes, girl, that is actually a fetish we were talking about on the other day. Like, some men love shoes so much they just love the feel of the heel on their skin, and some of them just want you to stomp on their balls and squish their fucking balls.
That blows my mind. What if their balls explode or something?
They don't. I mean, girl, how about the ones that are like? I'm sure you've had customers that actually like to like be choked or like where they can't breathe in order to come. Like, you've never had that?
No, I'm telling you, I try to stay away from the weird shit like that because if it's not my man, then I don't want to go to that extreme for them. That's just how I am. But I mean, I would never knock anybody else's hustle who does it.
Yeah. Well, we're going to go on break. And when we come back, we'll go ahead and finish up our topic about the stripper life. I'm going to have her pull another nookie question out of my nookie. Go ahead and stick your hand in there, girl. Oh, she pulled out 2. Hold up.
Can't even open this thing.
Be careful, you tear it.
Okay, what was your first kiss and do you remember who? No, what was your first kiss like and do you remember who?
Do you remember? Do you remember what it was like?
I actually don't even remember.
No.
Because I think it was in middle school and it just wasn't. Oh, okay. When I was about like 3 or 4, I actually kissed a girl because our parents were babysitting somebody. I don't even know who this girl was actually.
Girl, that's
so long ago.
I've had babysitters.
But we were looking out the window because our parents were outside drinking and we saw them kiss and we were like, you know, what is that? What are they doing? So we ended up doing it. And I guess you could say that was my real first kiss.
But you know what? I guess if that were, I've had those type of
because it was
happened to me too. I'd get like girls and we'd play like house and I'd be the husband and she'd be like the mom and like I'd pretend to be like fixing something and I'd fall off the ladder. Girls real dramatic with it, like telenovela style. Yeah, like
that was when I used to play house with my cousins. I used to say my cousin was my boyfriend.
Oh my God. Well, I mean, it like saved you from like, I'm sure getting hollered at by other people.
I mean, no, because he was older.
Oh,
I'm over here a little kid.
He was the cute cousin.
Yeah. And now he's not anymore.
It's always like that. The cute ones always grow up to be ugly. All right. Dig one more time into my Nikki and see what she asked you.
First time going to the strip club.
That's a good one. When was the first time you going to a strip club?
First time I went to a strip club was when I went to dance.
Really?
Yeah.
You've never been at the strip club prior to that?
I wasn't even of age.
Well, that don't matter. There's a lot of things that can be done now.
True.
I remember having a fake ID and stuff. Just going.
I need one. Can anybody give me one?
She is of age, although she's of age. She's just kidding.
When I first went, it was really slow, and I was like one of the only girls there. And one of the customers there, I went and I gave him a private dance. And I think he kind of got like a little obsessed because he was like, I think we're meant to be together, this and that. I'm like,
like meant to be, like you going in my pussy right now, meant to be?
No, meant to be like, he was like, I read a lot of psychology books and we're supposed to be together. I can feel the vibe. I'm like, wait.
Energy and the spiritual
I don't feel not a damn thing.
Well, I remember my first club my first time at the strip club, I went with my friend that was the DJ. And when we actually went to Treasures down the street.
Okay.
And we walked in and girl, it was everything you expected. And then I look up and they just fucking on the top floor like nothing. Like they just,
really?
Yes, girl, they fucking riding that dick. Like it was like, you know what I'm saying? The ride to
That's why the older men have the dirtiest ones.
Older men are the dirtiest ones?
Like they want the weirdest shit done to them.
Like what's the weirdest thing you've been asked to do that you're like, even if you did it or didn't do it?
I can't. Let me see.
Like the craziest thing. Like,
I feel like.
Have you ever had to walk away from a request?
Yeah.
Like, nah, homie, I ain't doing that shit. Like,
only if they're disrespectful. Like, if they're disrespectful, then I'm gonna walk out. But I already got my money, so I don't care.
Has a man ever walked in there with like a dildo, like at the strip club, and was like, "I need you to like peg this into me"?
Stuff like freaky, crazy shit like that, it really doesn't happen in an actual strip club. Like, yeah, they ask for certain things, but that's usually be handled outside. Okay. If it's just for a quick nut, let me eat you out, I want to have sex with you. Yeah, that can happen. But if you're trying to do, some extreme kinky shit, you're not going to take that to a hotel.
Yeah. All right. Well, Leslie, I appreciate you coming out and speaking with us and, letting the world know about how it is at the strip clubs. Now, guys, if y'all want to ask any questions, because, me and Leslie stay in contact, I could ask her. We can answer all the questions that you have. Just go ahead and follow me on social media on IG at Nessa_A with 3 Ys. Or you can hit me up on Facebook or send me an email at snm@gqradio.com. Thank you so much, Leslie. I hope you had fun with us today.
I did. Thank you for having me.
And I hope to hear you wanted to start a podcast, right?
Yes.
You do. Tell us a little bit about that before we go.
I want to talk about what it's like to live a double life. Because not only do I live a double life, but I know plenty of people out there live one as well.
Oh, yes, girl. You is not lying. Because I know a lot of people may talk shit about this sex show, but at the end of the day,
they're probably in the back getting whipped and chained and everything else.
Getting stuff.
And it's always the people you never expect.
Never expect.
Because every time I tell people what I do, they're like, really? You look like you belong in an office behind a computer or this and that. So
yeah, no. Well, see, look, whenever you get your podcast going, let us know. We'll follow you. And everyone, I hope y'all enjoyed the show. Talk to y'all later.